A very good evening and a warm welcome to our first edition of UBC News Tonight on this 11th day of December 2025. I'm Lauryn Masika Kazimoto. We do welcome you into our space this evening together with my colleague on sign language interpretation, Muhammad Mugalu. Now we start off with our top story tonight. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has directed that all impounded fishing gear, including boats, nets and motorbikes belonging to fishermen in Bulisa district on Lake Albert, be returned to the owners with immediate effect. His directive follows complaints from locals accusing some security officials under the Fisheries Protection Unit of engaging in corrupt practices. The president issued the order while campaigning in Bulisa on Thursday.
Bulisa Town Council grounds were fully packed to capacity as NRM supporters welcomed the presidential candidate Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. In his address, Museveni ordered the immediate handover of all impounded fishing gears, the boats, nets and motorbikes back to their rightful owners.
So I hear that even here they have confiscated people's motorcycles. I direct that now those motorcycles are given back to their owners tomorrow. Even the engines, the boats, the boats and the engines. The one to supervise it is Major General Kakono. Come here.
He appointed Major General Kakono to oversee the entire process and ensure that any security officer implicated in mishandling the impounded items is arrested.
That is the command of our artillery division. So you supervise, make sure they get back their motorcycles, and if they were sold by our soldiers, we go for who sold those motorcycles. They get back their engines and the boats. But the fishing gear, if it was the wrong one, we want to see it. You can't give it back to if it is the bad fishing gear, the one which catches the nyana. But they should also show it to you and have it recorded properly.
The president also pledged to introduce annual fishing holidays in the future as a measure to protect fish stocks from depletion.
Your Excellency, ekiwabairo rozere okabohikire kyokufuna tradition of the indigenous community by in a solution is zone as eitake abokuba itwe ntukura omwezi bugwaijaga.
Yes, that's what they are telling me. There is a fishing holiday.
Yes.
Even in Congo, which is in chaos,
yes,
they observe fishing holiday.
Yes.
Here, there is no fishing holiday. Here.
Your Excellency.
On the subject of oil, Museveni committed to using oil revenues to create durable generational wealth and investments, emphasizing that oil is a finite resource that must be utilized wisely.
So it is a resource which is finite, which is exhaustible. So when you get it, you must use it to create durable wealth. The finishable should leave you with the durable. So those people are saying, you bring the money, we share, we eat. So we should think how to convert the finite into the durable. But this is the plan of clever people.
District leaders, together with the Minister for Borneo Affairs, commended Museveni for the improved road network, the discovery of oil, establishment of Kabalega International Airport and the Oil Institute.
Campaign rally, but Minister did not have tarmac, did not have electricity. So we are counting on the gains of having the best network in this sub-region. We celebrate this government because at least out of this government we'll have electricity. Come next year, by July, we have the petroleum products here within the country. The President has also supported us in terms of the Petroleum Institute in Chibumba. We have the referral hospitals and the other hospitals which have been put up.
NRM campaigns will take a break on Friday and resume on Saturday with the planned rallies in Kagadi and Chikube. Philip Aguta for UBC News in Bulisa.
Thank you, Philip Aguta. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has reiterated that although Uganda's oil exploration exercise will kick off in early 2026 and help in advancing the country's economy, there should be limited excitement among the general public about the exploration, since Uganda's oil wells will not last for all years, but rather only a few years. He has been campaigning in Hoima City this Thursday evening.
The 2026-2031 presidential campaign trail has entered 72 days. Candidate Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has campaigned in Hoima City on Thursday 11th December 2025 as he continues to advance the party manifesto.
We have so far done over 100 districts.
The Boma Grand Rally has attracted party supporters from Hoima district and city.
Mastegona gakuzire His Excellency abana bakwenda akora kandi abana bakwenda kuba part of the development of the country.
Kwenda kusima habwokuba okatuwa obusobozi nk'abakazi ba Uganda. Nanyowandu Prime Minister, the first female Prime Minister of Uganda, omwana wa hanu Bunyoro.
This is the 160th presidential campaign rally for the NRM party.
Inywena muntu ha muntu, chigere ha chigere, bapa ha bapa, boda ha boda, liso ha liso, tusauraka ruka Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
In Hoima, President Museveni was accompanied by the first daughter, Natasha Karugire Museveni.
Olora ekiweka kimu kya Bunyoro kyonka ate kikweta Hoima district na city bena masomero ga secondary 11 kandi mengi harugo ni A level.
Hoima City is the sitting room of Bunyoro sub-region, according to the NRM party, and therefore advancing its status is a move in the right direction.
Your Excellency, as people of Hoima, I want to thank you so much for the stadium that you have put up in this place. And that is the only best stadium that we have in Uganda.
Atentegeka ya marwaraho ago eri Kigorobya eri Center 4 tugenda kujifora district hospital.
During this rally, a section of National Unity Platform members, led by MP aspirants, defected to the NRM party.
We have one of the flag bearers of NOP who is standing in Bugaya County and is stepping down because of love for the party.
With Uganda taking up the oil exploration exercise based in Bunyoro sub-region, Museveni has reiterated the need to give no chance to misguided talk about the oil sector.
Atumpunira abatakumanya cyokora batandikira kubuzabuza abantu baitu. Amajuta. Tubakubaza kindi bari hamajuta. Nabwekyo abagonza tuliye sente tuliye nanye mpaho ndi. Okuriye sente zone za majuta agarukwaho. Ntujya kufoka kese zinde za Afrika muzurire zina majuta kuka zine bizubu bingi muno.
Museveni therefore guides the sub-region to take up alternative development projects other than depending on the oil sector.
Amajuta kintu kikuru beitu amajuta geta gahanu agutuzire bahati bilioni mukaga nekichweka hata agutuhamize ntubasa kuja kuongeraho agandi nabwo icyo mureke kubuzabuza abantu baitu amajuta ngeja kutukonyera habo kwa amajuta nekintu ekikusobora kufaho aboko nkagana ga hano agutwine bilioni mukaga ngeje kamara imyaka 20 nigahwama tutatunga gandi ntuyongereyo mwiso betaga majuta twino gakozesa gatungire ebirukikaraho.
However, Museveni is optimistic that the oil industry will be a key driver to Uganda's growth.
Beta majuta ngeja kutukonyera okukora emirimo egimu mu bwangu abuka bine bitwakozere byenguto nebindi tukakora mu kutarabaniza nabo twatene sente bitwabikora murora ebitukozere.
The NRM presidential trail will pause for one day and return on Saturday 13th December as Museveni turns attention to state duties on Friday 12th December 2025. Robert Nyango, UBC News.
Now let's turn our attention to Hoima, one of Uganda's fastest growing cities and a hub of economic transformation in the Albertine region. Now, once a quiet city or quiet town, Hoima is now at the center of a major infrastructure development, booming trade and expanding oil and gas exploration. As new opportunities emerge and the city's landscape rapidly changes, communities here are experiencing both excitement and the challenges of growth. Now we take a closer look at the heart of Hoima and what its future means for the region. Take a look.
Hoima has 16 sub-counties or town councils, 71 parishes and 465 villages with a population of 400,848 according to the census report of 2024. Looking at the parish development model for Hoima district and Hoima city, Hoima has cumulatively received shillings 25.52 billion. Out of this, shillings 21.71 billion has been disbursed to 21,673 beneficiary households out of 104,040 total households. In regards to Emyoga, Hoima has a total of 72 Emyoga circles with 14,632 members. Government has so far disbursed a total of shillings 3.14 billion. Breaking down the education sector, Hoima has a total of 97 government primary schools and 359 private schools, 11 government secondary schools and 75 private secondary schools. Looking at the health sector, out of 16 sub-counties in Hoima, one has a regional referral hospital, one has a health center 4, 12 have health center 3s, and 9 health center 2s. In regards to the water sector, out of 319 rural villages in Hoima district, 248 have access to a safe water source, representing an average coverage of 78%. In the energy sector, Hoima district and Hoima city are now connected to the national grid, leaving 12 sub-counties connected out of 14. In the next Kisanja, government will extend electricity to 2 sub-counties of Kiganja and Kijongo in Hoima district without electricity. Government also will complete the construction of the 4 seed secondary schools to reduce sub-counties without a government secondary school. Expand service coverage to Buhimba Town Council and Chinogo's Town Council, increasing the population served by these water supply systems. Upgrade Kigorobia Health Center 4 to a general hospital. Government will also upgrade Health Center 2s to Health Center 4s, as well as construct maternity wards.
The transformation of Hoima has dominated the 2026 campaign trail as local leaders rally voters to back President Lauryn Masika and the NRM. They highlight developments ranging from new oil roads and a modern international airport to a world-class stadium and the ongoing refinery project. Leaders say the developments have shifted Bunyoro from a once-forgotten region to a rising hub of national economic hope.
From communities once cut off to localities now connected, oil roads have opened up Bunyoro and business is growing. Leaders here say that change is tied directly to NRM's long-term investment agenda.
We have very many developments in this place. If you went around and saw the hotels mushrooming here, so people of Hoima are grateful, and I believe they have very many, all the reasons to vote NRM government.
We have good roads in the Bunyoro region. The oil production is going on very well. So I urge the people of Bunyoro region to fully participate and vote for His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
The roads are only part of the facelift. The brand new Hoima International Airport, expected to support oil production and tourism, is already attracting investors.
All our roads linking up all our districts in Bunyoro, they are tarmacked. So relatively, in Bunyoro, we are proud of NRM.
When you move around, you can see tarmac roads, you can see very good roads joining all together. We have the airstrip. We have now a lot of things in Hoima.
There is no road that is not tarmacked. So it means this region has gotten road infrastructure well tarmacked, and this is something that we must celebrate on.
And that opportunity is expanding to sports and service industries. Construction of a new modern stadium, a key requirement for AFCON 2027, is underway, with leaders saying Hoima will be ready.
We are now preparing to ensure that we can upgrade our hotels so that they can support the AFCON program that is coming next year. We have already drawn up a program to upgrade our hotels.
Because once there are football in this area, people will need sleep. Agriculture, people need to eat. You will have to supply food in the hotels, but also to the tourists that will be coming here. Once the oil refinery is finished, already the benefits are there.
These mega projects, they argue, are the clearest reason voters should maintain the NRM leadership for continuity.
You will see that the city is something that is expanding fast. Over the next 5 years, Hoima City will be a story to tell and talk about in the development of Uganda.
You come here, listen to the NRM message, put it on implementation, even Uganda talk to your neighbors. At the end of the day, we win the election, but also when household income has improved.
The ripple effects are evident. Hotels, lodges, and service businesses are springing up, positioning Hoima to meet continental standards.
Because right now, we need a minimum of 1,000 rooms to cater for the core people who will be involved in the sports. But of course, out of the 1,000 rooms, we have about 200 rooms which are ready. So we are now focusing on improving accommodation for 800 rooms to cater for the other balance that we have not clearly brought up.
The hotels are coming up. Hoima never used to look like this. So why shouldn't Hoima City, Hoima District, Chukube, and all the neighboring districts really vote for NRM, and above all, vote for His Excellency President Yoweri Museveni?
Backed by oil, infrastructure, and tourism prospects, local leaders insist the region is standing on the edge of a massive economic shift. This one, they say, must be safeguarded through the ballot. Henry Okrut, UBC.
First Lady and Minister of Education and Sports, Mrs. Janet Museveni, who also serves as NRM chairperson for Ntungamo District, has called upon the youth of Ntungamo to embrace discipline, unity, and ensure peaceful and purposeful political participation as Uganda goes through its electoral season. Mrs. Museveni was addressing members of the NRM Youth League executives from all the sub-counties, municipality and district of Ntungamo District, whom she hosted at her country home in Irenga, Ntungamo. Mrs. Museveni cautioned the young people against participating in political violence, tribalism, hatred, and destructive election practices that have historically destabilized African countries. We have more.
Mrs. Museveni cautioned the young people against participating in political violence, tribalism, hatred, and destructive election practices that have historically destabilized African countries.
Mbwenu yoni nyenda kubashaba ngo ntungamo twanje okurwana twanje ntaro twanje okwangana twanje tutera karuru twine kitukumanya.
She encouraged the youth who are organized under the Ntungamo Youth Task Force for NRM to mobilize respectfully, help elderly voters avoid compliances because of the large crowds at campaign rallies, but to go out and cast their votes and ensure a high voter turnout on the election day that would deliver the NRM victory.
This is the only homeland we have on planet Earth, and God has given it to us once again on a silver platter, so to speak, for your generation, for sure. We must protect our gains, what has been put in place, and then pray for a qualitative leap now, believing that God is going to bless us, and that's all we have been waiting for is coming, and really Uganda will take that qualitative leap. For me, as an individual, this is my homeland. I'm not just doing it for the member of parliament. I'm not just doing it for the president. I am doing it because I care that my homeland continues to develop.
The First Lady also spoke passionately about character as the foundation of national development and emphasized that true development begins with strong personal values. She challenged the youth to prioritize honesty, integrity, and respect, qualities she said are essential for building a prosperous nation.
Really, a human being is more who they are. Nabasa kushoma kurungi munonga, qualifying at that level, batunga za degrees and degrees. Konko omuntu nabasa kuba ine ebyo byona, konka ari omuntu utakwesugwa, otaine respect omu bantu, otakufulfillinga purpose ye.
The youthly chairperson, Nkwasa Philip, presented a statement on behalf of Ntungamo Youth Task Force, reaffirmed the youth's loyalty to the NRM and to President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Mama, kwichiriza ngu tulina kuturya. We are under one umbrella NRM. Sabana babikirize kumanya ngo twine kuma ebirungi ebyakozirwe government age. Kwiha etwaro bwebemezi bwihangeri from an enclave society to now a modern society iturumu. Mwentwehire mama nguturokutwa kwasema barinja NRM.
Reporting for UBC, Baguma William.
Thank you, Baguma William. The Forum for Democratic Change presidential candidate James Nathan Nandala Mafabi has pledged to install electronic wall fences around Queen Elizabeth National Park in Rubirizi district. Speaking during his campaign rally in Katerera Town Council, Mafabi said the initiative would help address the persistent human-wildlife conflict in the area.
Communities in Rubirizi continue to grapple with human-wildlife conflict, where animals from Queen Elizabeth National Park stray into villages, destroy crops, and in some cases, attack and kill residents. While addressing rallies in the district, Mafabi expressed disappointment that although Parliament's Committee on National Economy approved a budget to fence off the park, the project was only implemented halfway.
Where we passed a loan to fence all the national parks and the game reserves, so that there's no conflict between the animals and the people who are near those national parks or game reserves. But wherever we're going, we're getting, you remember when we were in Noya, They were saying the animals are destroying their crops, people are suffering with animals, and yet that was a resolved matter. The issue is who took that money, who ate that money is our issue. And this complaint has been there for long. And that's why I was saying it is a matter to be resolved immediately so that the people of Uganda have no conflict with the animals. It must be fenced, and animals must stay in their reserved place, while also the people stay in their own place without any problem.
The FDC presidential hopeful also told residents of Katerea Town Council that he would revive their former cooperative union, Banyankole Kweterana, which once supported farmers by securing markets for their produce. Mafabi further assured fishermen in the district that no one would be evicted from the lake under his leadership. At Nyakasharu Town Council, Mafabi emphasized that no farmer should lose their produce to natural disasters, promising that if elected, his government would ensure compensation through insurance schemes. Mafabi later continued his campaign trail in Mitoma district, including Katenga Town Council and surrounding areas.
These are cutting down our trees. You can imagine. These are foreigners coming to cut our trees and take the trees. This is even our forest. If we wanted to cut trees, we would have asked our government to cut it and even give Ugandans maybe to build houses, to build bridges, to do what? But you tell Chinese who are cutting the trees and take their country. I hope you are aware that the Chinese are the one making beds coming here.
Farida Namfuka and Helen Gizamba compiled the story for UBC News.
General Mugisha Muntu, the presidential candidate for the Alliance for National Transformation, has campaigned in Luka and Kaliro district, outlining ANT's plans for transforming Uganda. Muntu rallied for ANT's support, urging the people of Busoga sub-region to vote for change they can trust.
Chanvuma oye! Oye! Luka oye! Oye! Busoga oye! Noa Tenua oye! Oye! Enti oye! Abantu ab'ekikeekyo be banaasimba mangada, be banaasimba ebiyembe, bwe munaava ebibala ebiwooma ebinaaleetera Abannayuganda okukola ki? Okusanyukira mu ggwanga lyabwe, naye nga kuliko abantu abanemedde ku mazima.
Esaawa eno wakoba oti ndikuwa omuntu bizinesi, buli muntu afuna ekyokola wakoba oti mitwalo 10 oba ogemu oba omuntu ye wuwe yawulya sente imeka.
Eggwanga ligagga lirina ssente ezisobola bwe ziba nga zikozeseddwa obulungi okuteeka eddagala mu malwaliro, okuyimusa amasomero, okusasula abasomesa obulungi, okusasula abasawo obulungi, okukola enguudo ng'ezo, okuteeka essente ezirina amagoba ga wansi mu balunzi, mu balimi, mu bavubi. Kubanga bw'oyimusa abavubi n'abalimi n'abalunzi bwe wali abantu 7 ku buli 10, nfune ssente ezikola ki? Ez'okufuuyirira. Essente ezo wonzaagalira ng'endi mu banka nzifune. Twagala tuzeewo cooperative bank, twagala kuteekako ebibiina by'obwegassi. Amazima bwe bwanga butuuse tekuliko ekisigala mu kkubo, amazima gasangula buli kintu kyonna ng'ekisisinkana ne bwe kubeerako tanka oba ki emizinga n'ebirala, amazima gabisaanyawo byonna ne bifuuka ki ettaka ng'eritulaba wano wansi wano.
Now, from the ANT, we move to the National Unity Platform, where the presidential candidate Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu campaigned in Bundibujo and Ntoroko district. We have the details.
Abana baffe bakoze ebibuuzo, bakoze exams naye nga tebasomye kubanga ttaamu yonna abasomesa babadde bekyanze nga tebabasasula. Naye olwaleero Bobi Wine wabadde azze wano mulabye abasirikale more than 1,000 akuba emiziki naye nga kinnuma kubanga Bundibujo yerima 70% owa 70% owa koko owa mu Uganda yonna, naye mazima tewaliyo yadde factory ya chocolate eri wano.
Yakala mutambuze message eya unity. Mutambuze message eya unity. Obama tribe chi. Tuba twagala okuhindura Uganda. Tuba twagala kukyusa Uganda. Sena tuina kwera banga bana Uganda, tuina kwera banga.
Nga nina ekitongole kyenkola nako kyenatandikawo kye bayita Caring Hearts Uganda. Tukola n'abaana ab'obuwala, tubasanga mu masomero ne tubayigiriza okukola sanitary pad ne basobola okusigala mu ssomero nga basoma ate nga tebawumuddemu n'olunaku n'olumu. Ebundi bujjo Honorable Bwambale introducingayo Honorable Sokojje. Namugamba Honorable nfunye ggwe ngenda kukolera bundi bujjo obadde oteesa otya. Abaali balina obuzibu ne school fees naye nga bagezi. Buli ssomero twalifunamu abawala abawere 30. Mu masomero 10 twaweerera abaana abatasobola na kujjukira lwa gye baali bagenda okudda singa tetwabaweerera.
In Serere District, NRM supporters are rallying behind their candidates ahead of the upcoming elections. Our reporter was in Kateta sub-county where voices from the community are taking center stage.
State Minister for Fisheries Serena Doa addressed a gathering of NRM members urging unity and strong turnout.
The people of Serere to vote President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, this time with a very high percentage. President Yoweri Museveni is the only president that has brought peace to Uganda, who has given us the road from Kumi to Kabwara, and he has already made sure that even the contractor has been got. And I want to thank Parliament. Please, Serere District, vote President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni with all of us, the flag bearers.
Adoa also praised the work of the party, crediting it with improving household incomes through development programs.
This is not just Serere, but the whole country. NRM is having their conference meetings of 63 people per village. And we are so happy that these 63 people have come. But also people are so excited that the number goes beyond 63. NRM this time is having so many people that want to join the party, who are excited to be members of the structures. And I think in next years to come, we need like 100 or 200 people per village. Because what I've seen here today, when you ask 63 to come, everyone wants to come. And it's quite difficult to separate 63 from the rest.
The NRM-YK Patriots group encouraged the government to help farmers.
As YK Patriots, we have been in Serere for some good time, canvassing votes for the NRM flag bearer, the presidential post, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and the minister, Ellen Adowa, a woman MP, Serere District, and other flag bearers. But people of Serere are promising and they appreciate government projects like PDM, Myoga, and other projects. And they have a few requests that they ask of President Kaguta Museveni if he's elected back to take the mantle of this country. They request for a government, a district hospital. They request that they be supported in their horticulture activities they do. They are predominantly fruit growers, and they request that they make for them tarmac roads.
In Serere District, the people want development and stability. Today, their voices spoke louder than the campaign. Sudat Kaye, UBC News.
NRM Party National Treasurer, Honorable Ambassador Barbara Nekesa Oundo, has implored the religious leaders from Eastern Uganda to incorporate their gospel with socio-economic transformation and also to support the NRM party led by President Yoweri Museveni and all NRM flag bearers come the 2026 general elections.
Barbara Nekesowundo made the remarks during the launch of the Busia Chapter Steward of Grace organization with the theme of empowering communities, strengthening faith under Africa-Uganda mission. She emphasized that for the church to progress, there should be peace and stability.
It is very important that we mobilize the faithful to ensure that they engage in poverty eradication programs.
Nekesa also implored church leaders to educate their children. Ambassador Barbara Nekesa assured the church leaders that the government will be giving churches modest funding.
Mandate 2026 going forward, we have already discussed with the Speaker. The Speaker, who is now the second National Vice Chairperson of the party. We are going to begin implementing a modest budget to the churches to support your programs.
Bishop George Wasakina, the lead coordinator, Eastern Region for Steward of Grace organization, thanked government for the freedom of worship.
The peace and the freedom that were being given by the government of the Republic of Uganda under the NRM. Stewards of Grace International is a faith-driven organization dedicated to transforming lives through education, elderly care, pastoral support, and environmental sustainability.
UBC News Tonight takes a very short break, but return with more stories after these messages.
Your way to Morocco with Uganda Cranes and MTN. Simply buy a Gaga bundle by dialing *100 *0# and stand a chance to win a fully paid trip to Morocco. Gaga your way to Morocco with Uganda Cranes and MTN. Together, our fire is unstoppable. Fire! MTN. Terms and conditions apply. MTN Uganda is regulated by Uganda Communications Commission. You see, I've been a painter for almost 4 decades, and I have found Global Paints to be very reliable. First, everyone knows we use Global Paint undercoat. Now, for the best results, I continue with Global Paints products. I go for Silk Vinyl when it comes to the interior. Then Global Matte for the ceiling, and when it comes to weatherproof, I go for Global Weather Coat Emulsion. With that one, the house will never peel. Now, there you have a sparkling, magical-looking house. And then the client is very happy. He recommends me to another person who recommends me to another person who recommended me to come and do the advert. Global Paint, a reliable product.
Kabogos, where are you coming from? From NSSF. NSSF? You traveled all the way from Namagudi to get NSSF services. Lekanawe. You work on the area. NSSF is now everywhere. Come on, I show you.
Come on, the Pacabanda. You can register for NSSF. I'll contribute to your Simate life. Never deep down in the Barara. Make NSSF payments. No hala okube karangala. NSSF sure is not far. But this tomorrow kuhika gotido. Enjoy NSSF from where you are.
Access NSSF services right where you live. With over 20,000 quick teller agents across Uganda, now you can conveniently register yourself, make NSSF payments, and contributions to your Smart Life account to Ubeda. NSSF, a better life.
The Amnesty Commission law, which was passed in the year 2000, is still operational. Therefore, the Amnesty Commission wishes to appeal to the members of the ADF and LRA who have not yet taken advantage of this law to come out and embrace peace while this law still exists. When you give up rebellion, you will be pardoned and warmly welcomed, resettled and reintegrated back into the community. You can report to the nearest army or police unit, a sub-county chief, a local council official, a magistrate, a religious or cultural leader in your area. These people will bring you to the Amnesty Commission. The Commission has offices in Kasese, Arua, Gulu, Kitgum, Mbale, and the headquarters in Kampala.
Gaga your way to Morocco with Uganda Cranes and MTN. Simply buy a Gaga bundle by dialing *100 *0# and stand a chance to win a fully paid trip to Morocco. Gaga your way to Morocco with Uganda Cranes and MTN. Together, our fire is unstoppable. MTN. Terms and conditions apply. MTN Uganda is regulated by Uganda Communications Commission.
This is our home, our land, our Uganda. From the rolling hills to the busy streets, from the farmers in the fields to the students in classrooms, we are one people. Elections are a time to choose our leaders, not to fight our brothers and sisters. When violence enters the ballot box, the future of our country is wounded. But when peace leads the way, our nation grows stronger. On election day, choose unity over diversion, respect over hatred, and dialogue over distraction. Love your country, protect your fellow citizens, stand for peace, and say no to electoral violence. This message is brought to you by the Global Election Observation Mission, GEOM, in partnership with the Uganda Electoral Commission. Informed citizens, strong nation.
Welcome back from that break, and we're glad you're still with us here in UBC News Tonight. In more stories this evening, the United States government and the government of Uganda have signed a landmark 5-year, $2.3 billion bilateral health cooperation agreement. This memorandum of understanding, anchored under the America First Global Health Strategy, aims to advance a shared commitment to saving lives, strengthening health systems, and promoting country-led sustainability.
According to the U.S. Ambassador to Uganda, the signing of the 5-year MOU targeting the health sector elevates Uganda-U.S. relations from traditional aid to a strategic sovereign-driven partnership.
Today's framework builds on our past achievements, but with a significant shift towards self-reliance, national leadership, and durable systems that can prevent, detect, and respond to health threats, whether HIV, tuberculosis, malaria, or other emerging infectious diseases, in an integrated manner instead of a disease-specific effort.
The Minister of Finance, Matia Kasaija, and the Minister of Health, Dr. Jane Ruth Acheng, emphasized the importance of the collaboration in strengthening Uganda's national systems, institutions, and health workforce.
I am informed that this collaboration will not only result in disease-specific outcomes, but also improvements in national systems, institutions, and workforce capacity.
This collaboration delivers two complementary streams of support. One is predictable, flexible budget support that empowers Uganda to recruit and retain health workers, upgrade and maintain infrastructure, and plan strategically for the long term. And two is off-budget support that guarantees essential medicines, commodities, cutting-edge technical expertise through implementing partners.
The $2.3 billion cooperation comes at a time when the United States has significantly reduced its aid funding during President Trump's second term.
Over the past 2 months, Uganda and the U.S. teams have worked closely to shape a framework that advances Uganda's priorities and ensures America's resources are deployed efficiently and strategically. As Secretary of State Rubio has underscored, foreign assistance is a tool of diplomacy, and every dollar must advance shared interests, protect Americans, and deliver meaningful results. And this agreement does that. For more than 6 decades, the United States has remained Uganda's largest foreign assistance partner, helped expand access to health care, strengthen public health institutions, and save lives.
Under the MOU, the U.S. will support priority health programs and commodities, including tuberculosis, malaria, maternal and child health, disease surveillance, and more. Charlotte Amoge for UBC.
The Ministry of Health has launched a new 5-year strategic plan aimed at improving service delivery in underperforming districts. Now, according to the ministry officials, the new strategy focuses on addressing persistent system bottlenecks and strengthening both national and district level performances. The plan was unveiled during the 31st Annual Health Sub-Program Joint Review Mission held at Speak Resort, Munyonyo.
Following the release of the 2024-2025 performance report, and as Uganda intensifies efforts to achieve universal health coverage, the Ministry of Health, with support from CHAI, UKAID and the World Bank, has developed a health partners portal designed to streamline coordination of all health sector partners and improve planning, budgeting and accountability across national and sub-national levels. Representing the Permanent Secretary of Public Service, Deputy Secretary to the Cabinet, Mary Topista Wanene, noted that numerous challenges continue to hinder service delivery, including limited human resources, inadequate financing, poor information dissemination and low public awareness, all of which have slowed progress in key health performance areas.
There is a need to effectively coordinate and continuously engage the various institutions through which health services are delivered.
The Joint Review Mission highlighted the strains caused by recurring epidemics, lingering COVID-19 effects, high maternal mortality, and ongoing gaps in health system integration. A representative of the U.S. Ambassador to Uganda emphasized that while the country has made commendable progress, more effort is required to strengthen preparedness, staffing, and maternal health services.
Incidence remains unacceptably high in several regions, particularly at Choli, Teso, and Langu. Teenage pregnancy, as has already been said, remains stubbornly high at 24%, well above national targets. These challenges are not merely technical gaps, they reflect fundamental issues of financial predictability, supply chain resilience, and equitable service delivery across regions.
Representing the Minister of Health, Permanent Secretary Dr. Diana Twine urged health experts to revisualize and realign their plans to match national goals for the next performance cycle. She emphasized the importance of evaluating current achievements, closing persistent gaps, and making strategic adjustments to improve health outcomes.
That's why we have implemented the client or patient feedback mechanism, that the patient continuously give us that feedback, because it is until I get feedback on what I am doing by an independent person, not myself. Here we are evaluating on our performance, but it's not sufficient.
Dr. Atwine reiterated that inadequate human resources remain the biggest hurdle to effective service delivery. She expressed optimism that increased financial investment, improved staffing, and stronger partnerships will accelerate progress over the next 5-year cycle.
We believe that our human resource will increase from 34% to maybe to 50%. And that is a big leap. That is a big leap in terms of numbers. But all that is subject to availability of resources.
The 2-day performance review convened country directors, World Health Organization representatives, officials from the U.S. Embassy, district health teams, civil society organizations, development partners, and private sector actors, among others. The forum also aims to enhance collaboration, harmonize health sector plans, and fast-track national efforts towards a universal health coverage. The review was held under the theme, Advancing Universal Health Coverage Through a Resilient, Efficient, and Integrated Health System. Charity Marion Imnat, reporting for UBC.
Ugandan youth have been urged to embrace innovation and technology as a key pathway to solving societal challenges and fostering homegrown solutions. This call was made during the 2025 Inter-Schools Coding Competition, an initiative by the Uganda Inter-Schools Coding Competition ISCC, held in partnership with Isbat University, where over 40 schools participated.
Bid to strengthen the country's technology and innovation landscape,
young people have been encouraged to take the lead in driving national development through ICT. The message was emphasized at the inter-schools coding competition, where students showcased skills in programming, problem solving, and creative technological thinking.
The only thing lacking is proper atmosphere and proper guidance. So Ismat University has taken this initiative to interact with all the students in various parts of Uganda, not only in Kampala, and give them this idea of ICT literacy. We are going to take this lead and ensure that our youth, when they come up from the primary school onwards and when they reach the secondary school, they are quite equipped with this ICT literacy.
Coding, also known as writing instructions for a computer using a programming language, is a critical skill for the future workforce and one that the competition aimed to promote among secondary school learners.
Today, at the grand finale, we're having 48 schools, 500 students competing for the grand prize, competing in coding through the different programming languages, where we understand that this speaks for STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Technology is here to stay. There's nothing we can do about that. All we need to do is to embrace it, utilize it, and be able to give birth to so many opportunities. And those opportunities can only be made by investments such as this that ISBAT has decided to venture in.
Dr. K.M. Matthew, ISBAT University's Vice Chancellor, emphasized the importance of equipping young minds with competence and confidence to solve real-world problems through technology, noting that empowering youth talent is key to building Uganda's ICT foundation.
Our aim is to explore the youth and nurturing them so they come with innovative ideas and they show their talents with the ICT innovation.
The competition attracted over 40 secondary schools from across the country. After a series of challenges, Standard High School emerged overall winners of the 2025 National Championship, where the event climaxed with awarding of medals and trophies to the best performing schools and participants. The 2026 ISCC National Championships will be hosted by ISBAT University with expectations of an even larger and more competitive turnout. Irene Faith Nantongo, UBC News.
A two-day third National Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics STEM Robotics Competition and Hackathon has started at Kaboja International School in Buziga. Our reporter has the details.
Uganda's young innovators are taking center stage as Kaboja International School in Buziga hosts a two-day National STEM Robotics Competition and Hackathon, an event that has reshaped how learners think about science and technology.
This is science, which is STEM, and we are developing robotics, which is very good for the nation, and mainly we are targeting youth. When you look at the group which is here for the third time, we have young ones of the age of 5, then younger ones of age of 10, 13, maybe up to 21. That is youth, which we are preparing for the future. But STEM means we are looking at science, technology, and mathematics. This is the area which we are focusing on.
More than 200 students from 28 schools have gathered to battle it out using Lego-based robotics, coding challenges, and real-life problem-solving tasks.
We run a FAST program in Uganda. It's an American program. FAST is for inspiration and recognition of science and technology. This program is designed to teach the youth, the young children, from 4 years to 21 years to be able to think, create, and solve problems within their communities, within their homes.
For many parents and learners, this competition is not just about winning. It's a rare chance to see local children build technology that can compete globally.
How do we do that? We use Lego technology. For 4 years to 6 years, they don't experience coding, but they do a lot of environmental learning. We also have 6 years to 10 years where they begin serious coding using the Legos. But as all these categories are learning to code, to program, to think and create, they are given space to work under the guidance of core values, where we want them to be able to know that however special, unique they are, they cannot work alone. So we are guided and governed by teamwork, collaboration, inclusion, and fun.
Organizers say they want every Ugandan learner, even the youngest, to discover their creative potential and grow skills that match today's job market. For the first time, university students have joined the contest, adding new energy and ideas. Schools competing include Bweranyanji Girls, Maryhill, Holy Cross Jinja, Tibitwire Girls, Kira College Butiki, Otuke SS, and defending champions Kalinabidi SS. Top winners will also secure international exposure with their trips to the United States and Europe.
And into business, rural families in Uganda are now gaining access to reliable credit through a new community banking model. We have more.
Thousands of households across Uganda are benefiting from the Maugumko's all-community credit cooperatives. Inspired by a model from South Korea, these village banks allow communities to save together, lend to each other and fund their own development.
The reason why this project is formed is to make the impact sustainable. Any project comes and then form cooperatives, farmers groups and other groups, but it normally lose the momentum after the project finished. But using the cooperative will overcome that challenge.
Families are using the loans for school fees, health care, better housing and farming needs, areas traditional banks rarely reach.
We are proud to mention that through this initiative, we are now across the country with 23 community credit cooperatives. The other uniqueness of this community credit cooperative is that it is looking at areas where other financial institutions have not looked. One, we are targeting the unbanked community, the financially excluded communities, helping them to have an institution that is tailored to their financial needs. But also, we are not only addressing the financial needs, but we also have a social objective, and our social objective is to make sure that these institutions are able to address the livelihood challenges.
Each bank sets its own loan rules, making credit affordable and flexible.
We are aware that the many financial institutions, service providers that we have in the country, shy away when it comes to financing agriculture, because of the many risks embedded in agriculture enterprises. But because we are a community-owned institution, that's where we have placed ourselves to find a solution to agriculture financing.
The cooperatives are also adopting climate-smart practices to protect members from environmental shocks.
If we conserve our environment, we bring in the social inclusivity and even the governance issue in our services, we shall see a very tremendous improvement.
Leaders say Maugumgo is empowering communities with a stronger community-owned path to financial stability. So that Kaye, UBC News.
Power your moment. Techno, the global partner of AFCON 2025.
Uganda's oil and gas journey is not only about energy, it is also about protecting the environment and preserving biodiversity. The Petroleum Authority of Uganda ensures that environment, health, and safety measures are embedded in every stage of the oil and gas activities. From rigorous waste management systems to advanced oil spill preparedness, Uganda is committed to responsible resource development. Biodiversity conservation is central to Uganda's oil and gas operations. Sensitive ecosystems are mapped, monitored, and protected through collaborative efforts with environmental agencies, industry partners, and communities. Emergency response teams are trained and equipped to handle potential incidents, ensuring safety for people, nature, and assets. This is Uganda's pledge to develop sustainably, protect our natural heritage, and create shared prosperity for generations. At the heart of regulating these developments for the last 10 years stands the Petroleum Authority of Uganda, with a mission of creating lasting value in Uganda's oil journey.
And now into the world of sports, with the Africa Cup of Nations just 10 days away. Preparations among participating teams are gaining momentum, with Cameroon and Uganda making major moves in their final build-ups.
Cameroon's camp has seen a dramatic turnaround after goalkeeper Andre Onana, currently on loan at Trabzonspor from Manchester United, was recalled to the national squad. His return follows his earlier omission by interim head coach David Pagu, who had taken over shortly after the dismissal of former head coach Mark Brace. The decision to leave out Onana had raised questions among fans, but the recall, pushed through under the leadership of FA President Samuel Eto'o, is expected to strengthen the indomitable Lions' goalkeeping department ahead of AFCON. In Morocco, the Uganda Cranes have continued to consolidate their preparations. The arrival of former captain and veteran shortstopper Denso Nyango, along with additional squad members, has raised the team count to 21 players.
I want to thank the Almighty Allah for bringing us safely after the long journey. The first day isn't bad. Of course, you'll have to feel a bit tired and the muscles are a bit stiff, but we try to loosen up, and the first day is always hard, but we have really tried to give our best, and I think the first training has been good for a first day. It's the biggest level of football in Africa, where every player wants to play, and it has produced so many great players. So it is a great feeling to be part of the biggest game in Africa.
Uganda was the first team to arrive in Morocco, a move that officials say reflects the Cranes' readiness. Back home, the Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, UBC, has confirmed that it will broadcast Africa Cup of Nations 2025 matches. It will be supported by sister stations and radio outlets to ensure that fans across the country follow the tournament live and free from their home. As the countdown to kickoff continues, all eyes are now on Morocco, where Africa's best teams are putting their final touches in preparation for the continent's big football show. Ngabo Amon, reporting for UBC TV.
And with that, UBC News Tonight has come to an end, but do join us at 10 o'clock for our second edition. Do not miss. I'm Lauryn Masika Kazimoto, together with my colleague Mohammed Mugalu. We will see you at 10.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
This December, all eyes in Morocco. Africa assemble. All dreams are heading one way.
All passion, all fire.
Because here, we play different. Choose your side.
Show your colors. Bring your flag.
And we welcome you to Morocco. You guys ready?
Time to wake up.
still have people that say trading is a scam, but those people are being left behind.
Yeah.
People are moving on.
Daniel, there's one aspect of knowing the vision, having the vision, and you're like, hey, I've dreamt of myself achieving all this in this shortest time, and I cannot give up now.
Yes.
What was it for you? Why didn't you give up with it along the way?
Yes.
What kept you going?
Well, yeah, to be honest, I've really had a lot of lows and then highs. Now, on the low side, I've had times I've lost money and say, oh my goodness, I think I feel down or something. So now, whenever I take a loss or something, I do understand the work I've taken a loss. I mean, that's part of the business. I know tomorrow I'm going to make money, and actually big money. So sometimes I would say, let me give an example. Say I have 10 trades. So I take 10 trades and I have 6 winners and 4 losses. What I've learned through the process, I've learned to endure pain.
Endure pain.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. Because I mean, now from the start, this was like a loner journey, like solo, you know.
Exercise can't be sustained. Eating can't be stopped. It's even harder to lose weight. Come and give it a try. Genshikang L-carnitine chromium capsules. Plant extract, scientific ratio. Take 3 capsules each time. The active ingredient accelerates fat burning. Eat twice a day. Don't take a detour. Weight loss starts now. Genshikang L-carnitine with chromium capsules helps you stay in shape. Please follow medical advice when taking this product. For more information, visit our website www.hgo.com or call 0800 335555.
One-on-one with Michael Jordan Lukomwa.
A weekly face-to-face conversation focusing on accountability, inspiration, information, and sensitization of the public from the various sources such as inspirational profiles.
Having a disability is not inability.
Professional guidance.
There is no special antiretroviral therapy that is given specifically for discordant couples.
And of course, politics.
Don't you see anywhere that you would give a credit in the fight against COVID?
My role as the owner of the country is not to, be preoccupied by giving credit to my servant.
We have said that if we are to talk to General Museveni, there must be certain conditions in place.
Is it true that you paid 5 million shillings to MPs that voted for Anita Monga Ntayebo?
That is laughable. Why would we pay when we have nominated them as SEC?
Every party has been represented in Uganda's parliament for 10 years. We only
by one MP, you yourself.
And my daughter, Susan.
Every Friday 9 p.m. it's One-on-One with Michael Jordan Lukomwa on UBC TV, inspiring